Title: Money and Marriage. The village of Kpetema lies nestled between rolling hills and lush green forests. The sun is just rising, casting a golden hue over the thatched roof houses. The morning air is fresh, filled with the chirping of birds and the distant sound of a river flowing nearby. In the heart of the village, there is a small market bustling with life. Women, wrapped in colorful lappas, barter for goods, while children play around their feet. The men, dressed in loose shirts and trousers, discuss the latest village news under the large baobab tree. At the center of Kpetema's hustle and bustle is Abu, a handsome young man in his late 20s. He is well built, with broad shoulders and a confident smile that makes the village girls blush. Abu is a hard-working farmer, known for his honesty and dedication. Despite his humble background, he has big dreams of making a better life for himself and his family. Across the market, Fatmata is busy selling vegetables. She is a striking beauty with smooth, dark skin and bright eyes that sparkle when she laughs. Fatmata is not just beautiful, but also intelligent and kind-hearted. She is the daughter of Pa Komba, one of the wealthiest men in the village. Abu, smiling as he approaches Fatmata's stall. "Good morning, Fatmata. Your vegetables look fresh as always. How's business today?" Fatmata, returning the smile with a hint of teasing. "Good morning, Abu. Business is good, but it would be better if you bought something." Abu, chuckling. "You know I can't resist your smile, Fatmata. Give me some tomatoes, and maybe we can talk about something more important later." Fatmata, blushing slightly, handing over the tomatoes. "What's more important than business, Abu?" Abu, leaning in closer, lowering his voice. "Us, Fatmata, you and me." A father's disapproval. Later that day, Fatmata returns home to her father's large compound. The house is grand by village standards, with high walls and a large courtyard. Pa Komba is sitting under the veranda reading a newspaper. He is a stern-looking man in his 50s with graying hair and a thick mustache. Fatmata approaches him nervously, knowing that her father has high expectations for her future. Pa Komba, without looking up from his newspaper. "Fatmata, I hear you've been talking to that farmer boy, Abu. What nonsense is this?" Fatmata, trying to stay calm. "Papa, Abu is a good man. He's hard-working and honest. He has big dreams." Pa Komba, interrupting, his voice stern. "Dreams don't fill a belly, Fatmata. I have plans for you, plans that don't include a poor farmer. You deserve better." Fatmata, pleading. "But Papa, I love him." Pa Komba, now looking directly at her, his eyes cold. Love won't build you a future. I forbid you from seeing him again." Secret meetings. Despite her father's disapproval, Fatmata continues to see Abu in secret. They meet by the river in the evenings, away from prying eyes. The riverbank is quiet, with tall grasses swaying in the breeze and the water reflecting the moonlight. Fatmata and Abu sit close together, their hands intertwined as they talk about their future. Abu, softly. "I'm sorry, Fatmata. I never wanted to cause trouble between you and your father." Fatmata, squeezing his hand. "It's not your fault, Abu. My father just doesn't understand. But I won't give up on us." Abu, with determination. "I'll work harder. I'll prove to him that I can take care of you, that I'm worthy of your love." Fatmata, with a smile. "I know you will, Abu. I believe in you." The proposal. As the weeks pass, Abu works tirelessly in his farm, saving every penny he earns. He knows he needs to do something grand to win Pakomba's approval. One evening, after a particularly successful harvest, Abu decides it's time to make his move. He approaches Pakomba's compound with a basket of the finest crops from his farm. His heart races as he stands before the imposing gates. Abu, taking a deep breath, knocking on the gate. "Pa Komba, it's Abu. I've come to speak with you." Pa Komba, opening the gate looking surprised. What do you want, Abu? Abu, bowing his head respectfully. I've come to ask for your blessing, Pa Komba. I want to marry your daughter, Fatmata. I know I'm not wealthy, but I'm willing to work day and night to give her the life she deserves. Pa Komba, narrowing his eyes. You're bold, I'll give you that. But do you really think you can provide for my daughter? Abu, standing tall, his voice steady. I may not have much now, but I have determination. I love Fatmata, and I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy. Pa Komba, after a long pause, finally sighing. You have courage, Abu, but love and determination aren't enough. Prove to me that you can take care of her, and we'll talk again. A test of love. Pa Komba is not easily convinced. He decides to test Abu's love and commitment. He gives Abu an almost impossible task, to cultivate a barren piece of land on the outskirts of the village within a month. If Abu succeeds, Pa Komba will reconsider his decision. Fatmata learns of the task and is worried. She knows the land is infertile and the task is near impossible. Fatmata, worried, visiting Abu at the farm. Abu, this isn't fair. My father is setting you up to fail. Abu, determined, wiping sweat from his brow. I know it's difficult, Fatmata, but I have to try. I have to prove to him and to myself that I'm worthy of you. Fatmata, tears in her eyes. You're already worthy, Abu. You don't need to prove anything to me. Abu, smiling despite the challenge. But I do. For us. For our future. A miracle harvest. Against all odds, Abu manages to cultivate the land. With the help of friends and his unwavering determination, he turns the barren field into a thriving farm. The villagers are amazed at his success, and word spreads quickly. Pa Komba hears the news and can hardly believe it. He decides to visit the farm himself. Pa Komba, arriving at the farm, astonished. This is incredible. How did you do it, Abu? Abu, humbly. With hard work, patience, and a little help from my friends. But mostly, it was love, Pa Komba. Love for your daughter. Pa Komba, nodding slowly, finally smiling. You've proven yourself, Abu. You have my blessing. Marry Fatmata and make her happy. Abu, overjoyed. Thank you, Pa Komba. I won't let you down. The wedding preparations. With Pa Komba's blessing, the village prepares for the grand wedding. The women are busy cooking and decorating, while the men set up tents and arrange the seating. The whole village is excited, as this is not just a union of two people, but a celebration of love conquering all odds. Fatmata's friends help her dress in a beautiful white gown, while Abu gets ready in his finest traditional attire. Fatmata, nervous but excited. I can't believe this day is finally here. I'm so happy, but also a little scared. Fatmata's friend, smiling reassuringly. You have nothing to be scared of, Fatmata. Abu loves you, and that's all that matters. Abu, talking to his best man. This feels like a dream. I never thought I'd make it this far, but here we are. Best man, laughing. You've earned this, Abu. Now let's go make it official. The wedding ceremony. The day of the wedding arrives, and the entire village gathers to witness the union of Abu and Fatmata. The ceremony takes place under the large baobab tree, where the elders bless the couple. Abu and Fatmata exchange vows, promising to love and support each other for the rest of their lives. As they say their vows, there isn't a dry eye in the crowd. Even Pa Komba, usually so stern, wipes away a tear. Abu, looking into Fatmata's eyes, his voice full of emotion. I promise to love you, to cherish you, and to stand by your side, no matter what challenges we face. Fatmata, tears of joy in her eyes. And I promise to love you, Abu, with all my heart, to support you, to believe in you, and to walk with you on this journey of life. Elder, raising his hands in blessing. May your union be blessed with love, prosperity, and happiness. What the gods have joined together, let no one put asunder. The twist. Just when everything seems perfect, a sudden twist shakes the village. A stranger arrives at the wedding, claiming to be a long-lost relative of Pakomba. He brings shocking news, a hidden debt that Pakomba owes, which could ruin the family. The festive mood is shattered as the villagers whisper in disbelief. Fatmata and Abu are left standing at the altar, their happiness suddenly overshadowed by uncertainty. Stranger, interrupting the ceremony, his voice loud and commanding. Pa Komba, you thought you could hide forever. It's time to pay up, or everything you have will be taken away. Pa Komba, stunned, his voice shaking. What are you talking about? Who are you? Stranger, smirking. I'm your worst nightmare. The debt is real, and if you can't pay, your daughter's marriage won't save you. Fatmata, grabbing Abu's hand, her voice trembling. Abu, what does this mean? What's going to happen to us? Abu, holding her close, trying to stay strong. We'll face this together, Fatmata, no matter what comes our way. The debt revealed. As the shock of the stranger's words settles over the crowd, the village elders gather around Pakomba, urging him to explain. The atmosphere is heavy with tension, and all eyes are on Pakomba, who seems to have aged years in a matter of minutes. Abu and Fatmata stand close together, trying to make sense of the situation. Elder One, speaking gently but firmly. Pakomba, this is a serious matter. If there is a debt, the village must know. What is the truth? Pakomba, sighing deeply, his shoulders slumping. Years ago, before I became the man you see today, I made a terrible mistake. I borrowed money from this man's father, thinking I could repay it easily. But fate had other plans. The debt grew, and I could never repay it. I kept it hidden, hoping it would go away, but now it has come back to haunt me. Fatmata, tears filling her eyes. Papa, why didn't you tell us? We could have helped you. Pa Komba, shaking his head, his voice filled with regret. I was too ashamed, Fatmata. I didn't want you to know the burden I carried. I wanted to protect you. Stranger, stepping forward, his voice cold. Your shame won't save you now, old man. The debt must be paid, or your property will be seized, and that includes the dowry you've promised for your daughter. Abu, stepping forward, his voice steady. How much is the debt? We will find a way to pay it. I won't. A plan takes shape. The debt is revealed to be a staggering sum, far more than what Abu and Pa Komba could ever hope to gather on their own. But the village of Kpetema is a tight-knit community, and when they learn of the situation, they come together to offer their support. The village elders propose a plan to raise the money through a communal effort. Each family will contribute what they can, and a series of fundraisers will be held. Abu and Fatmata are overwhelmed by the outpouring of support, but they know that it will still take a miracle to gather the full amount in time. Elder 2, addressing the village. We cannot let one of our own be ruined. We will all contribute what we can, and we will organize events to raise the rest. This is not just about Pakomba. It is about our community standing together. Villager 1, nodding in agreement. I will donate half of my next harvest. It's not much, but it's what I can offer. Villager 2, speaking up. We can organize a market day, with all proceeds going toward the debt. Everyone will contribute goods to sell. Fatmata, her voice full of gratitude. Thank you, everyone. Abu and I are so grateful for your support. We will do whatever it takes to help. Abu, determined. I will work harder than ever. We will raise this money, and we will not let this debt ruin our future. The fundraising begins. The village springs into action, organizing a series of events to raise the money. There are market days, raffles, and even a village dance where the entrance fee goes toward the debt. Abu works tirelessly, both on his farm and helping with the fundraisers, while Fatmata takes the lead in organizing the women. Despite their best efforts, the money comes in slowly, and the deadline looms ever closer. Pa Komba watches from the sidelines, guilt weighing heavily on his heart. He knows that he has put his daughter's future in jeopardy, and he struggles to find a way to make things right. Fatmata, encouraging the women as they prepare food for the market. We're doing great, everyone. Keep it up, and we'll reach our goal. Woman 1, laughing. If anyone can organize a fundraiser, it's you, Fatmata. You've got the whole village working like clockwork. Abu, arriving with a basket of fresh produce. These are from the farm. We can sell them at the market tomorrow. Fatmata, smiling at Abu, but with a hint of worry. Thank you, Abu, but we're still so far from the amount we need. What if we don't make it in time? Abu, taking her hand, his voice gentle but firm. We will, Fatmata. We've come this far, and we won't give up now. A mysterious benefactor. As the deadline draws near, the villagers are exhausted, but they refuse to give up. Then, one evening, just days before the deadline, a mysterious letter arrives at Pa Komba's compound. It contains a check for the exact amount needed to cover the debt, with a simple note that reads, "A gift from a friend." The village is abuzz with speculation about the identity of the benefactor, but no one knows who it could be. Abu and Fatmata are overjoyed, but Pa Komba is suspicious. He worries that this gift might come with strings attached. Fatmata tries to reassure him, but a sense of unease lingers. Fatmata, excitedly showing the check to Pa Komba. Papa, look! We've been saved! Someone has paid the debt! Pa Komba, frowning, taking the check. But who? Why would someone do this? Nothing in life comes for free, Fatmata. Abu, arriving at the compound, hearing the news. This is incredible! We should be celebrating. Pa Komba, still suspicious, his voice low. Be careful, Abu. We don't know who sent this or why. We must be cautious. Fatmata, trying to stay positive. Papa, this is a blessing. Let's not question it too much. We should be grateful. Pa Komba, nodding slowly, but still uneasy. Perhaps you're right, but I can't shake the feeling that this isn't the end of our troubles. The celebration. Despite Pa Komba's concerns, the village decides to celebrate. A grand feast is organized to thank everyone who contributed to the effort. The atmosphere is joyful, with music, dancing, and laughter filling the air. Abu and Fatmata are at the center of the celebration, finally able to relax and enjoy their moment of happiness. But even as they dance together, Pa Komba's words echo in Abu's mind. He can't shake the feeling that this mysterious gift might be too good to be true. Villager 1, raising a cup in a toast. To Abu and Fatmata, may their love continue to grow, and may their marriage be blessed. Crowd, cheering. To Abu and Fatmata. Fatmata, laughing as she dances with Abu. This is perfect, Abu. I feel like everything is finally falling into place. Abu, smiling, but with a hint of concern in his eyes. I hope so, Fatmata, but let's keep our eyes open. We can't afford to be caught off guard. Fatmata, nodding, her smile fading slightly. You're right, Abu, but tonight, let's just be happy. The shadow of the past. As the celebration winds down, and the villagers return to their homes, a shadowy figure watches from the outskirts of the village. The figure is cloaked in darkness, their face hidden, but their intent is clear. They are not finished with Pa Komba and his family. The next morning, a series of strange events begins to unfold. Animals go missing, crops are mysteriously destroyed, and whispers of bad luck spread through the village. The once joyful atmosphere is replaced with fear and suspicion. Abu and Fatmata try to make sense of what is happening, but they soon realize that the gift they received may have come at a terrible cost. Abu, talking to Fatmata as they walk through the village, seeing the damage. This can't be a coincidence. Something is wrong, Fatmata. We need to find out who sent that money. Fatmata, nervously looking around. But who could it be? And why would they do this to us? Abu, determined. We'll find out. But first, we need to protect the village. Whatever is happening, we can't let it tear us apart. Unraveling the mystery. The village is gripped by fear as the strange occurrences continue. The once bustling market is now eerily quiet, with villagers huddled in groups, whispering about curses and bad omens. Abu and Fatmata are determined to find the truth, but they know they can't do it alone. They decide to seek the wisdom of the village elder, Pa Sori, a man known for his knowledge of ancient traditions and the spirit world. Pa Sori's home is on the outskirts of the village, surrounded by tall trees and thick bushes. As they approach, the air feels heavy, as if even nature senses the gravity of their visit. Fatmata, whispering to Abu as they walk through the thick forest. Do you think Pa Sori will know what's happening? Abu, nodding, though his voice carries uncertainty. If anyone does, it's him. He's seen things that we can't even imagine. But we must be prepared for what he might say. Fatmata, sighing. I just want this nightmare to end. We were so close to happiness, and now it feels like everything is falling apart. Abu, gently squeezing her hand. We'll get through this, Fatmata. Together. The Elder's Warning. Pa Sori welcomes Abu and Fatmata into his humble home. The interior is dimly lit by a single oil lamp, casting long shadows on the walls adorned with old relics and traditional charms. The smell of burning incense fills the air, creating an atmosphere thick with mysticism. Pa Sori, an old man with deep wrinkles and eyes that seem to see beyond the physical world, listens intently as Abu and Fatmata explain the situation. He doesn't interrupt, but his expression grows graver with each word. When they finish, Pa Sori closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, as if reaching into the depths of his soul for answers. Pa Sori, slowly opening his eyes, his voice low and deliberate. The spirits are restless. What you describe is no ordinary misfortune. It is the work of a malevolent force, one that has been disturbed by the events in your family. Fatmata, her voice trembling. But what does it want? Why is it doing this to us? Pa Sori, looking at her with deep sympathy. There is a debt beyond money, a spiritual debt. The gift you received, it carries a curse. The one who sent it knew this. They seek to destroy your family, not through poverty, but through fear and chaos. Abu determined, but with a hint of desperation. How do we stop it, Pa Sori? How do we protect our people? Pa Sori, nodding slowly. There is a ritual, but it is dangerous. It requires great courage and sacrifice. If you are willing, I will guide you. But know this, the path ahead is not easy, and the price may be high. The ritual preparation. With heavy hearts and a renewed sense of determination, Abu and Fatmata agree to undertake the ritual. Pa Sori begins the preparations, gathering rare herbs and ancient artifacts from his collection. He explains that the ritual will take place at the sacred grove, a place where the physical and spiritual worlds meet. As the sun sets, casting a fiery glow over the village, Abu and Fatmata prepare themselves mentally and physically for the challenge ahead. They know that this ritual could change everything, either saving their village or sealing their fate. Fatmata, helping Pa Sori prepare the ritual items, her hands shaking slightly. What if we fail, Abu? What if this only makes things worse? Abu, trying to stay strong, but his voice is tinged with worry. We have to believe that we can do this, Fatmata. Pa Sori wouldn't lead us into this if there wasn't a chance to succeed. Pa Sori, speaking with a calm authority. Fear is natural, but do not let it control you. The spirits respond to strength and purity of heart. If you go into this with doubt, you will weaken the ritual's power. Fatmata, nodding. taking a deep breath. I'll be strong, Pasori, for our village, for our future. The Sacred Grove. The night has fallen, and the village is eerily quiet as Abu, Fatmata, and Pasorie make their way to the sacred grove. The path is lit only by the soft glow of the moon, and the air is thick with anticipation. The sacred grove is a place of power, where the boundary between the living and the spiritual world is thin. The grove itself is a circular clearing surrounded by towering trees. In the center stands an ancient stone altar, worn smooth by the hands of countless generations. The air is still, as if even the wind is holding its breath. As they reach the altar, Pasorie begins to chant in an ancient language, invoking the spirits of the ancestors. Abu and Fatmata stand close together, feeling the weight of the moment. Pasorie, chanting in a deep, resonant voice, "Spirits of the earth, hear our call. We come with pure hearts, seeking your guidance and protection. Show us the way to cleanse this curse and restore peace to our village." Fatmata, whispering to Abu, her voice filled with awe. "This place, it feels different, like the air is alive." Abu, nodding, his eyes fixed on the altar. "I feel it too. Whatever happens tonight, we must stay strong, Fatmata. We're in this together." Sori, after finishing the chant, turning to Abu and Fatmata. "The ritual will begin soon. You must stay focused and do exactly as I say. The spirits will test you, but if your love is true, you will prevail." The test of the spirits. As the ritual begins, the air around the grove grows colder, and the once still night is filled with the sound of whispers, voices from the spirit world. The ground trembles slightly, and a thick mist rises, swirling around the altar. Abu and Fatmata hold hands tightly, feeling the presence of unseen forces. Suddenly, the mist parts, revealing a figure dressed in flowing white robes. The figure's face is hidden, but their voice is clear and commanding. The figure introduces themselves as the guardian of the sacred grove, sent to test the purity of their hearts and the strength of their love. Guardian, speaking in a calm yet powerful voice. "Abu, Fatmata, you have come seeking to cleanse the curse that plagues your village. But before I can grant you that power, you must prove yourselves worthy. Do you have the courage to face the truth, even if it means confronting your deepest fears?" Abu, stepping forward, his voice steady. "We are ready. We'll do whatever it takes to save our village and protect our love." Fatmata, nodding, though her voice wavers slightly. "We're not afraid. Our love is strong, and we believe in each other." Guardian, raising a hand, the mist swirling around them. "Then prepare yourselves. The test begins now." The first trial, fear. The guardian raises their hand, and the mist begins to shift, forming into terrifying shapes, figures from Abu and Fatmata's worst nightmares. The shapes grow larger, towering over them, as the whispers of the spirits grow louder. Abu and Fatmata are faced with their deepest fears. Abu sees the farm withering away, the crops turning to dust, while Fatmata sees her father, Pakomba, rejecting her and casting her out. The figures speak, their voices echoing in their minds, telling them that their love will fail, that they are not strong enough to overcome the challenges ahead. Abu, clenching his fists, trying to fight back the fear. "No, this isn't real. We've worked too hard to give in to fear now." Fatmata, tears streaming down her face but her voice firm. "Our love is stronger than this. We won't let these fears control us." Guardian, observing, their voice calm. "Fear is powerful, but it can be overcome. Show me that your love is greater than your fear." Abu, reaching for Fatmata's hand, squeezing it tightly. "We can do this, Fatmata. Together." Fatmata, nodding, wiping her tears away. "Together, Abu, always." Overcoming the fear. As Abu and Fatmata confront their deepest fears, the air around them grows thicker, the mist swirling more violently. The terrifying figures loom closer, their voices echoing doubts and despair. But Abu and Fatmata refuse to give in. They draw strength from each other, knowing that their love is their greatest weapon. Abu takes a deep breath, focusing on the image of Fatmata beside him. He remembers all the times they've supported each other, and the fear begins to lose its grip on him. Fatmata, too, finds courage in Abu's presence. She closes her eyes, blocking out the vision of her father's rejection, and instead, she focuses on the love and trust she has for Abu. Together, they push back against the fear, and slowly, the mist begins to dissipate, the terrifying figures fading away. Abu, holding Fatmata's hand, his voice strong. These fears are nothing compared to what we face together. They're just shadows, and they can't hurt us. Fatmata, nodding, her voice filled with determination. We've overcome every obstacle so far. We won't let fear stop us now. Guardian, watching as the mist clears, their voice approving. You have faced your fears and found strength in each other. This is the power of true love. You have passed the first trial. Abu, sighing with relief but still focused. What comes next? We're ready. The second trial, temptation. The guardian raises their hand once more, and the air around the sacred grove begins to shimmer. This time the mist forms into images of wealth and luxury, everything that Abu and Fatmata could ever desire. Gold coins pile up, fine clothes and jewels appear, and a grand house rises before them, complete with servants ready to fulfill their every wish. But the guardian warns them that these temptations are a test of their integrity and the purity of their love. The material wealth is alluring, but it comes with a price, a life of comfort at the cost of their values and the love they've fought so hard to protect. Guardian, their voice calm but firm. This is the second trial, temptation. Wealth and comfort are easy paths to take, but they can lead you away from what truly matters. Choose wisely. Abu, staring at the tempting visions but shaking his head. We didn't fight this hard just to give in to greed. These things, they're not what we truly want. Fatmata, looking at the grand house, her voice resolute. A life of luxury means nothing if we lose ourselves in the process. Our love is worth more than all of this. Guardian, nodding in approval. You have chosen wisely. The true wealth of life lies not in material possessions, but in the bonds you share with others. You have passed the second trial. The final trial, sacrifice. With the second trial behind them, Abu and Fatmata brace themselves for the final challenge. The guardian steps forward, their voice echoing through the grove with a gravity that chills the air. This trial, they explain, is the most difficult sacrifice. The mist swirls once more, and this time it reveals an image of the village, peaceful and safe, but only if one of them makes a great sacrifice. The guardian explains that in order to break the curse and save their village, one of them must give up something of immense personal value, something that could change their lives forever. The choice is theirs, but the sacrifice must be made willingly, with full understanding of its consequences. Guardian, solemnly. The final trial is sacrifice. To save your village and break the curse, one of you must give up something you hold dear. This will not be an easy choice, and it will come with great consequences. Choose wisely, for this decision will shape your future. Fatmata, looking at Abu, her voice trembling. What do we do, Abu? I can't bear the thought of losing you or anything we've built together. Abu, deep in thought, his voice steady. We've come this far, Fatmata. Whatever the sacrifice, it has to be something that will save our village and ensure our future. But it's a choice we have to make together. Guardian, nodding. The choice is yours. But remember, true love is about selflessness and the willingness to put others before yourself. The decision Abu and Fatmata stand in silence, weighing the enormity of the decision before them. The village's future, their love, and their lives hang in the balance. They know that the sacrifice will not be easy, but they also know that it is necessary to save everything they hold dear. After a long pause, Abu takes Fatmata's hands in his, looking into her eyes with deep love and resolve. He knows what he must do, and he is ready to make the sacrifice, but Fatmata refuses to let him bear the burden alone. Together, they make a decision that reflects their deep love and commitment to each other and to their village. Abu, softly but with determination. Fatmata, I'm ready to make the sacrifice. I'll give up my dream of expanding the farm. It's something I've held dear, but our village's safety and our love are more important. Fatmata, shaking her head, tears in her eyes. No, Abu, we've worked so hard for that dream. I can't let you give it up. I'll make the sacrifice instead. I'll give up my inheritance from my father. It's something that's tied to my past, but it's not what defines our future. Guardian, listening, their voice gentle. Your willingness to sacrifice for each other shows the depth of your love. This is the final test, and the choice you make will determine your fate. Abu, after a moment of silence, his voice firm. We'll share the sacrifice. I'll give up part of my dream, and Fatmata will give up part of her inheritance. Together we'll build a new future, even if it's different from what we imagined. Fatmata, nodding, her voice filled with emotion. Yes, Abu, we'll do this together, just like we've faced everything else. The ritual's conclusion. As Abu and Fatmata make their final decision, the sacred grove begins to glow with a soft, warm light. The mist dissipates completely, and the oppressive weight that had hung over the grove lifts. The guardian steps forward, their form becoming more ethereal, almost blending into the light. The sacrifice has been accepted, and the curse is lifted. The village will be saved, and Abu and Fatmata's love has been proven strong and pure. The guardian blesses them, ensuring that their future will be filled with happiness and prosperity, though it may not be the life they initially imagined. Pasori smiles, knowing that the village is safe, and that Abu and Fatmata have passed the trials with courage and integrity. Guardian, their voice echoing, filled with warmth. The sacrifice has been made, and the curse is lifted. Your love has proven to be true, and your village will thrive once more. Go forward with the blessings of the spirits, and may your future be bright. Fatmata, tears of relief and joy in her eyes. We did it, Abu. We really did it. Abu, smiling, pulling her into a hug. Yes, we did, Fatmata. Together, we can overcome anything. Pasorie, approaching them, his voice filled with pride. You both have shown great courage. The village owes you a debt of gratitude. Now let us return home and rebuild. Return to the village. As dawn breaks, Abu, Fatmata, and Pasorie make their way back to the village. The air is fresh, and the morning light filters through the trees, casting a golden glow over the path. The village, once shrouded in fear and uncertainty, now feels alive with hope. As they approach, the villagers gather to greet them. There is an air of anticipation as everyone is eager to know the outcome of the ritual. Pakamba stands at the front, his expression a mix of worry and hope. Abu and Fatmata step forward, holding hands, their faces reflecting the weight of the journey they have just completed. Villager 1, whispering to another, Look at them. Do you think they've succeeded? Villager 2, nodding, hopeful. They have to. They've been through so much. Pa Komba, stepping forward, his voice trembling slightly. Abu, Fatmata, Pa Sorie, what news do you bring? Is the curse lifted? Abu, taking a deep breath, his voice steady and clear. The curse is lifted. The spirits have accepted our sacrifice, and the village is safe. Fatmata, smiling. though her eyes show the depth of what they've been through. We faced the trials together, and we prevailed. The future may be uncertain, but we are stronger for it. A village reborn. With the curse lifted, the village of Kpetema slowly begins to return to normal. The crops that had been withering now show signs of life, and the missing animals return to their pens. The villagers work together to repair the damage done during the dark days, their spirits lifted by the knowledge that they are safe once more. Abu and Fatmata are at the heart of these efforts, leading by example. Though their dreams have been altered by the sacrifice they made, they find new strength in their love and in the support of their community. As the village rebuilds, Pa Komba approaches Abu with a look of deep gratitude and respect. Pa Komba, placing a hand on Abu's shoulder, his voice filled with emotion. Abu, I misjudged you. I was too focused on material wealth and status, but you've shown me that true worth lies in the heart. You and Fatmata have saved this village, and for that I am forever grateful. Abu, smiling humbly. Thank you, Pa Komba. We did what we had to do, not just for ourselves but for everyone. This village is our home, and we will always protect it. Fatmata, standing beside Abu, her voice gentle. We've all learned something through this. It's not about what we have, but who we have by our side. Together, we can overcome anything. A new dream. As the days pass and the village continues to heal, Abu and Fatmata begin to discuss their future. The dreams they once had have changed, but in their place, new possibilities have emerged. They realize that their journey through the trials has brought them closer together, and they are now ready to build a new life, one rooted in the love and strength they have discovered. They decide to start a new venture in the village, combining Abu's farming skills with Fatmata's knowledge of business. Together, they plan to create a cooperative where the villagers can work together to grow and sell their produce, ensuring that everyone benefits from the prosperity they build. The cooperative will be a symbol of their shared sacrifice and the unity that saved their village. Abu, sharing his idea with Fatmata as they sit under the baobab tree. What do you think, Fatmata? If we start this cooperative, we can help everyone in the village. It won't be just about our farm, but about lifting everyone up. Fatmata, smiling, her eyes filled with excitement. I love it, Abu. We've seen how strong our village can be when we work together. This cooperative will make sure that strength is always there, even in the hardest times. Abu, nodding, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. This is our new dream, Fatmata. It's different from what we imagined, but it's even more meaningful. A village united. The idea of the cooperative quickly spreads throughout the village, and soon everyone is eager to be a part of it. The elders give their blessing, and the villagers come together to make the dream a reality. The cooperative becomes the heart of Kpetema, a place where everyone works together for the common good. As the cooperative grows, so does the sense of unity in the village. The trials they faced have forged a bond that is stronger than ever before, and the villagers know that they can face whatever challenges the future may bring. Abu and Fatmata's leadership is celebrated, and they are recognized as the true heart of the village, an example of love, sacrifice, and resilience. Elder 1, addressing the village during the opening of the cooperative. Today, we celebrate not just the opening of this cooperative, but the spirit of unity and resilience that defines our village. Abu and Fatmata have shown us the way forward, and we will follow their example with pride. Villager 3, cheering. To Abu and Fatmata, may this cooperative bring us all prosperity and peace. Abu, humbled, addressing the crowd. This cooperative is not just our dream, it's a dream for all of us. Together, we will build a future where no one is left behind and where our village thrives in harmony. Fatmata, smiling, standing beside Abu. We've been through so much, but we've come out stronger. This is just the beginning of a new chapter for Kpetema, one filled with hope and endless possibilities. The cooperative success months pass, and the cooperative flourishes beyond anyone's expectations. The villagers work together, sharing their skills and resources, and the harvests are abundant. The market days are filled with the laughter of children, the vibrant colors of fresh produce, and the hum of lively trade. The cooperative has not only brought prosperity, but also strengthened the bonds among the people of Kpetema. Abu and Fatmata are at the heart of it all, their love and leadership inspiring everyone around them. Their journey from fear and uncertainty to hope and unity serves as a reminder of what can be achieved when a community comes together. One evening, as the sun sets over the village, Abu and Fatmata sit together on the porch of their modest home, watching the cooperative workers finishing their day's work. The scene is peaceful, a stark contrast to the dark days they once faced. Fatmata, leaning against Abu, her voice filled with contentment. Look at how far we've come, Abu. The village, the cooperative, everything feels like a dream. Abu, smiling, wrapping an arm around her. It's a dream we built together, Fatmata. We faced our fears, made sacrifices, and now we're seeing the fruits of our labor. I couldn't have done it without you. Fatmata, smiling warmly. And I couldn't have done it without you, Abu. We've proven that love, unity, and perseverance can overcome anything. A village transformed. The cooperative continues to grow, attracting traders from neighboring villages and bringing new opportunities to Kpetema. The village, once on the brink of despair, has become a beacon of hope and prosperity. The villagers are proud of what they've achieved, and they continue to work together, knowing that their strength lies in their unity. Abu and Fatmata are no longer just a young couple. They are respected leaders, seen as the heart and soul of Kpetema. They've not only transformed their own lives, but also the lives of everyone around them. The trials they faced and the sacrifices they made have forged a community that is stronger and more resilient than ever. One day, during a village gathering, Pa Komba stands to speak. His voice, once filled with stern authority, now carries the warmth of wisdom and gratitude. Pa Komba, addressing the villagers, his voice strong but kind. My fellow villagers, we have been through dark times, but look at what we have achieved together. The cooperative is not just a place of work, it is a symbol of our strength, our unity, and our love for one another. Villager 4, cheering. To Abu and Fatmata for leading us through the storm and into the light. Abu, humbled, standing to speak. Thank you, Pa Komba, and thank you, everyone. This success belongs to all of us. It's a reminder that no matter how difficult the challenges, we can overcome them if we stand together. Fatmata, smiling at Abu, then addressing the crowd. We've learned that true wealth isn't in money or possessions, but in the love and support we give each other. That's what makes us strong, and that's what will keep Kpetema thriving for generations to come. The moral of the story. As the years pass, the village of Kpetema continues to thrive. The cooperative grows, new families settle in the village, and the bonds between the villagers remain strong. Abu and Fatmata's story becomes a legend, told to children as a reminder of the power of love, sacrifice, and unity. Through their journey, they've learned that life is not without its challenges, but with perseverance, faith, and the support of loved ones, anything is possible. Their story serves as a beacon of hope, teaching that true wealth is found not in material possessions, but in the strength of community and the love that binds people together. And so, the village of Kpetema stands as a testament to the idea that when people come together with a common purpose, they can overcome even the greatest of obstacles. The story of Abu and Fatmata teaches us that true strength lies in unity, love, and perseverance. When we face challenges together, support one another, and remain true to our values, we can overcome any obstacle. The greatest wealth is not found in material riches, but in the relationships we build and the community we create. Through sacrifice and mutual support, we can transform our lives and the lives of those around us, creating a legacy of hope and prosperity for future generations. Thank you for watching Money and Marriage, a tale of love, sacrifice, and unity. We hope this story has touched your heart and inspired you as much as it did us. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below to let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe to the African Voice TAV channel for more incredible stories like this one. Hit the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we upload new videos. Your support helps us continue bringing you meaningful and inspirational content. Thank you for being a part of our community, and we look forward to sharing more stories with you soon.